Hi, my name's Lynne, and this is my story on how I came to know Jesus. Growing up, I was brought up as a Christian, but sadly, I kind of lost my faith a bit after my mum died. Then, when my dad was in a hospice, I started going to Holy Trinity to pray and started coming into Emmanuel occasionally just to pray. Sometimes I went into Holy Trinity to light a candle in the hope that I'd find some sort of relief or feel God, but I never really felt anything. So I just kind of drifted off again and didn't bother. Then one day when I came into Emmanuel, we got collared by one of the ladies from the toddler group, and she said, "Come into toddlers." So we went to toddler group and started going there. Then one of the ladies at the toddler group said, "Come to the Sunday service." So I started coming to the Sunday service. Anyway, I really enjoyed going to the Sunday service and carried on going and kept going and kept going and started meeting quite a lot of people and started really enjoying myself. Anyway, one day I decided that I'd go and get some prayer ministry and plucked up the courage to go to the front. And I'd never been up and asked for prayer before, so I was quite nervous about going up and asking for prayer. And I'd had a really rough time because I'd been really struggling after my dad had died. So I went up and asked for some prayer. And I prayed with a really lovely lady who I'd only met a couple of times and spoken to very briefly. And she was lovely, and she said to me, "Don't worry, don't be nervous, I'll pray for you." And she started praying for me, and I had my head down and my eyes were closed, and I was really praying really hard and asking for God to give me some sort of sign. And at first I didn't feel anything at all, and I just felt really blank. And then suddenly I just felt all warm, and all this air came through me, and I sort of felt really strange. And then I looked up and around me, and I just thought, oh, someone must have gone through a door, or someone had sort of whooshed past me, or I'm not quite sure what I thought, but I looked around and I opened my eyes to see if somebody had done that, and there was absolutely nobody around me. It was just peaceful and silent. And I said to her, I felt this big breeze go through me. And she said to me, "No." She said, "That's the Holy Spirit. Did you not know that?" And I said, "No, I didn't. I didn't understand." And it was the first time I really felt that I'd really encountered Jesus. I felt that I met him more and more each time. The more I prayed, the more I felt like got closer to him. Until the church weekend, when we had the weekend at home, I prayed really, really hard then. And I prayed with two other people for the healing in my back. And I prayed with Tim, our vicar, and another person. And we all prayed at the front to really help that my back would get healed. And I was desperate for some sort of healing or some sort of relief because I'd been in agony for such a long time. And I didn't have any pain in my back after that for about 9 weeks, I think, in total. So I really felt that since then I've really become much, much closer to Jesus. And I can't explain how thankful I am now that I've got that relationship with him, because it's really changed my life. And for people that knew me before, they've noticed such a difference in my life, that I'm much happier and much calmer, and my life is just much more fulfilled now. And I'm so thankful to having a church family, because they're a family that I didn't have before. So I'm really grateful to have Jesus in my life and everybody in the church.